What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aaron's Yard. I'm Aaron and we're in central Connecticut and it's June and I'm in a sweatshirt. It's a little chilly out today. It's not too bad. It's great working weather. Behind me is my dirt screener, my DIY homemade dirt screener that I made from some 4x6s pressure treat I bought years ago, some screws, some lags, but I made an addition to it to screen out actually smaller rock. The dirt screener itself works amazing. I'll show you the pile of dirt I've already screened, but I wanted to screen out some of the finer rock to be able to use it on my property. So we'll do a little walk around and we're going to check this screener out and see if it destroys itself. The new addition to it that screens the rock, it might just bust apart. A lot of the stuff on the new one I milled off the sawmill. You can go back and check some of my other videos about the sawmill that I own on my property. But yeah, let's get right to it and let's check this screener out. So here's the dirt screener. Now this thing is 10 feet tall. All right. I added some boards on the bottom to retain the nice screen soil so it separates it from the rock. We'll walk around the side here. So it's a pretty steep angle. It's easy to load with the John Deere 410 backhoe. That's my machine that I use normally. I do have a bulldozer, but that can't load it. But there's the machine in the background. So the grates on this screener are actually from a refrigerated cooler. I made the framework out of 4x6s, bolted it together, and then bolted these screens to the boards, and it works pretty flawlessly. You know, they're pretty heavy duty. I haven't had any bust throughs with heavy rock that I put on it. And yeah, it screens really nice fine soil. Now, I'm just a DIYer. I do this, you know, just half-ass. I just make my own things as I go. And so this is my rock collection screener, if you want to call it that way. Yeah, I just made it out of some scrap material I had around, some sawmill lumber that I had, and I got chain link fence on the top. So now these are 2x2 squares, so it should screen. Maybe they're a little bit bigger than 2x2. We'll put a tape measure on that. Yeah, they're like 2 3/8. So that's some nice rock that you can put down for drainage or around a outhouse building that, you know, I want to build and keep the dirt off the siding and stuff like that. So this is what my intentions are. I have the front encased, so now the big rock will roll off the front, and this is all just hopefully this happens. So here I have unistrut going across. It's 7/8. That's all I had. Like I said, these are all things that I had on the property. I didn't spend a dime on this piece. This was all just scrap stuff that I had laying around and built a framework that's pretty heavy duty. I can move both these with the backhoe, and it's easy to maneuver around. It's strong enough, hopefully, but we're gonna find out if it's strong enough. Now I fastened the chain link fence. As you can see, I used 1/2-inch EMT conduit holders because I'm an electrician. I had some of those laying around, so I just bent them to hold the chain link fence in place. It's pretty sturdy. It's pretty darn sturdy, I'm telling you. You know, I stood on top of the thing and it holds. It holds. So I'm hoping that the large rock doesn't bust it through. The only flaw that I see right now is this right here, where the two join together. So I might have to put something like another board across this point right here down, and so I can divert all the rock so it doesn't go into here. But we're gonna try it first because this is a trial run to see what actually happens to this setup. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just screen some soil. All right, let me start the backhoe up, get a scoop, and see what it does. Working out as planned because there is a massive load that is jumbled up here. It could be the angle of it is probably kind of wrong. I probably should lift up the back end of it much higher. It's starting to work. So there is rock that's starting to form inside of here. It's starting to fill up, but it's not as much as I thought it would work. I think it's kind of bellying too much in here, which I think is a problem. I might have to put something across all of these to hold it. Maybe like a piece of strut that's a lot stronger, so it doesn't belly that much in the middle. Now, the soil, on the other hand, is coming out beautiful. The screener deck makes really nice soil, and it's clean. This stuff is clean. There's no rock in there. It's clean. This is nice stuff. This is the stuff you want to use for lawns and flower beds and stuff like that. So it's starting to work. We just have to modify on our ideas, right? So like I said, I'm just a DIY guy. I just DIY things as I go. That's all I'm doing. And learn from your mistakes, learn from what you do. That's all I could say. Well guys, to combat the bellying of the fencing, I had some 1-inch EMT conduit. So I'm gonna weave this in through the fencing to see if that'll help. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just doing it, everything for free. I don't want to spend money on it. Money's tight, like everyone knows that watches these channels. They're all looking for DIY ideas. Hopefully this helps you, you know, to build something that you want to work on and do. And you know, it's something. So let's see if I can get this weaved through. It's sort of helping the belly. A little bit better. Let's try with 2. Let's see with 2. I could add 2 more if I need to. But that front, the top, it's looking pretty rough. I should probably put something across that, definitely. So let's measure something out and maybe put something on there, just a piece of wood. See if that works for now. All right. Well, let's see if that works. All right. Let's screen some more. Well, all right, so our bushcraft modifications are done. I don't know, I'm just making things work as I go. But check it out. So we have pipes going across now that raise it up, and we got a shed board. So that just was a piece of scrap off the sawmill. Like I said, I'm just not wanting to spend any money, so let's do everything as cheap as possible. So let's throw some more dirt at this thing and rock, and see if we can get some more into this box down here, and hopefully we can fill it up. The tailings look pretty good with the bigger rock. I wish I could screen out a little bit more, but you know, maybe I can make a little driveway path out of it. I don't know. These will go to rock walls. That is supposed to be for driveway path. And this screen soil is for flower beds and lawn. So let's get to it. Fire up the backhoe and screen some more. Yeah, still the same thing. We're basically building up in the middle again. Okay, this is heavy rock I've been screening. It's big stuff. So the back should be lifted up more. And if it was probably longer, it'd probably help too. I think if it was longer. Well guys, like you've seen, it's not working the way it should. I think it's the angle of it. It definitely is the angle. It definitely should be more on an angle. There's a decent little pile in there, not as much as I hope, because I got a lot on the ground out here, which I should be collecting. Like these potatoes shouldn't be sitting here. I guess I'll try to clean it off and try to adjust the angle. I don't know, it's the only thing I can do. All right guys, so instead of having the piping going this direction, I'm gonna make it more like a grizzly bar setup, which I think the fencing is not working the way I want it to. I think I can get a lot more better material if I did just straight angle bars going across and, you know, all the way down. So the framework is still good. I think I might pull the fencing off and do it that way, but I'm gonna give it one more shot with the pipes and, you know, feed the pipes through and see if this helps. And see if we get more buildup or less buildup. So let's give it a shot and start up the tractor and, you know, let's throw some more rock at it. Like I told you, I'll probably break it. Well, guys, so it's still filled up. There is a lot of riprap in here. Not as bad. Like the bigger stuff kind of flew off. I think this is a bust. I don't think it's working the way I want. I think I definitely have to use like steel bars. I think if I did steel bars across this, it probably would shed the rock better instead of bellying the rock, because these are big. These should just come right off. I just want to be able to screen it, get what I want out of it, and that's it. So I think if I did steel bars across all the way down, I think it'd be better. So I think that's the next plan, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you like the screener, give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment. Maybe you guys got some good ideas for me. Yeah. All right, so out of the 6 buckets, yeah, so that's the heavy tailings. Here's the fines. So those are, you know, under like 2 inch and under. Not too bad. It's probably a decent bucket load, which is probably maybe a yard and a half. That's not that much. We did screen some beautiful soil out of all that. So this is a nice pile. It's probably about, you know, at least 3 yards. Probably 2 good bucket loads, which, you know, that's coming out of this pile over here. And there is a lot of rock in there. So just gonna screen away, and I think I'm gonna do a new grizzly bar setup. Yep. Well guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, and keep watching the content, guys, because there's more coming.